Welcome, habit hackers and self improvement enthusiasts, to our podcast, One Small Habit at a Time, where we dissect the science behind behavior change and unearth actionable insights for transforming your life. I am your host, Mounisha Saha, and today I have with me my esteemed friend who also happens to be a proactive speaker, Koina Basu, for tackling the juggernaut of habit formation literature. Koina, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Koina, my most basic question, what is it that kept you till edge about this book, Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear?
So, James Clear flips up the script on traditional willpower driven approaches, arguing the last changes hinges on understanding the habit loop.
Koina, this particular word, habit loop, what does this mean?
See, habit loop includes cue, craving, action, and reward. This is not about the brute force, but about making habits irresistible and rewarding.
Very well answered. Koina, while reading this book, I came across the framework behind behavior change. Can you please give us some examples of how to use these laws to inculcate habits?
Of course. Firstly, I would like to tell about the four laws: making it obvious, making it attractive, making it easy, and lastly, making it satisfying. For example, if you want to read more books, you can try placing a book in your pillow so that you don't forget about it. Or let's say you want to reduce your screen time or stop scrolling to the phone the whole day. For that, you can do one thing: you can try turning off the notifications of your mobile and place it in another room so that you do not get distracted by it. So, like that.
Very effective, very effective. Quena, how about you give us a bit info about the habits taking concept?
So it is basically pairing a new habit with the existential one to make it more frictionless and more likely to stick. For example, if you add brushing your along with brushing your teeth, if you add flossing your teeth too. So this will be the great example of habit stacking.
That means with the existing one, you're adding one so that it becomes less of a headache for the one to maintain it.
Exactly that. So that they will not forget also and it will be implemented also.
That's a good way to inculcate a habit. Uh, so, this brings me to my next question, that is, we are accustomed right from the beginning about bad habits and good habits. Whereas in this book, James Clear states that there is no such thing because we are accustomed right from our childhood that our mothers used to say this is a bad habit, do not form this. So, what do you have to say about this?
See, according to Clear, the labels good or bad are a slightly inaccurate. There are only effective habits, and all these habits will serve us in the some way or the other, even the bad habits. Bad habits are generally those which do not have a positive net impact on us, or we can say it leaves a negative impact on us. For example, if I say now, smoking a cigarette. Smoking a cigarette may reduce stress for the time being. Like that is now how it's serving. But it might not have a healthy long term effect on us. So that is the thing.
How beautifully you have summed up. Koina, my next important question to you, which is very relevant in today's fast paced world, is that individuals make up their mind of inculcating a habit, but they lack the energy or the motivation to continue further, to continue the habit. What would you say on this?
Yeah, about that, see, everyone should start small. As the name itself suggests, atomic, which means extremely small. You know, when we dream about making a change, excitement inevitably takes over us and we end up trying to do too much things in too small a time. So, to avoid this, we can try the 2 minutes rule. What is that? Like if you have decided to go on a run. So, if you decide to go on a run, you should keep in mind to stop after a few minutes. Study a book, but only for 2 minutes. Consequently, like this, you will see that within a week or two, you will find it yourself that the jobs you were doing for 2 minutes, you have ended up making it for a little bit long. In that way, we can slowly take the things. In once, we cannot do it. So, apply this, take things slowly, and let's see the result.
Wonderfully summed up about how to make lasting changes, because inculcating a habit is not the thing, making the habit last is the thing.
Yeah. So, another thing, one more thing. Remember, we should keep in mind that progress, not perfection, is the name of the game. So, embrace tiny things, celebrate small wins, and slowly you will find yourself watching yourself transforming the small habits into the bigger ones.
Wonderfully answered, Koina. So, before wrapping this podcast up, Koina, a few tips to our audience that you would like to give?
Yeah, so until the next time, keep forming healthy habits and definitely continue them, not to leave them midway. So that's all.
Thank you, Koina, for joining us. And thanks to all our audience for patiently listening to us, for bearing with us, and for tuning to our podcast. We will see you soon in our next podcast. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning. Thank you.